Hi, it's me. This is a Frit update video because people want this apparently. And I'm actually showing my face, lucky you. I'm not trying to hide my chin because I've had a lot of acne and I don't feel like putting on makeup because it's just gonna make it worse and it's gonna make my face blow up even more. So you know what? I got some zits. Deal with it. I'm hiding them. If Frit's fine, if I could get him to come over here, I'd get some video. But he's kind of playing with a fuzzy mouse right now. Long story short, I took him to the vet the day I made that video because I couldn't sleep and, you know, I was anxious about what was gonna end up happening to him because they do all these tests when you first bring an animal in like that. And he was 5.5 pounds, which was really underweight. He also was a lot older than what I thought he was. I thought he was 6 months because of his size, and the vet agreed with me. He was like ridiculously small for his size. So, not for his size, but for his age, he was ridiculously small. So obviously stunted growth, lack of nutrition did that, I'm sure. But actually he's 9 or 10 months old because he's got all of his adult teeth in. So that's the case there. He had ear mites and ear bacteria and ear yeast. I don't know how the heck you get ear yeast, but apparently he had it, like big time had it. And like the bacteria thing was just really bad. It was like they're supposed to be able to count how many bacteria are in the wipe, the culture they do when they're testing the ears and seeing what exactly these animals have when they come in, and they couldn't even count how many bacteria were in the culture so they could get a grasp of how bad the infection was. So they were just like, okay, you know, he's got it really bad. So they sent me home with all this stuff. I got amoxicillin for him for the respiratory infection. I got ear drops for the ear thing, which took care of all three things, the yeast and the mites and the bacteria. And then I've got this dropper stuff for worms because we suspect he had worms as well. And, you know, they gave him a Drontal at the vet, you know, just to help kickstart killing off any worm infestation he had. So started him on that. Brought him back 8 days later for his shots, you know, his first round, because I didn't want to give him rabies shots and distemper shots and stuff like that when he was sick, because that would, you know, he would just end up getting rabies because his immune system would already be weak and he wouldn't be able to fight off the vaccinated version of the, you know, because that's how vaccines work. They just introduce a weakened version of the virus into the system and the body beats it off and learns how to beat the virus by itself. And that's how vaccines work. So, you know, obviously it's not going to work if his immune system is already shot. So, took him back, and 8 days later, instead of being 5.3 pounds or whatever the heck he was at, I forget, it was 5 point something, he ended up being 8.7. So he gained over 3 pounds in 8 days. So he was obviously doing like worlds better. I just wish I could get him over here so I could get some freaking video. But he's busy playing with Yakuza. So yeah, he's doing great. The eye thing's never gonna go away because he's got this scar like right here on his nose, and then he's got the little scar on his eye. So what we think is, since that's like pretty much the circumference, the span of a cat's jaw, what we think is what happened is some cat went and just kind of bit him right there. And it kind of looks like he's got a scar like right up here above his eyebrow too. So we think like a cat like kind of just like right there got into his eye. And he's got a little puncture wound in one of his eyes from that. So we think he got into a fight. So basically the only thing I can really do, since that's never going to go away completely and it's just always going to be there, is just keep putting saline solution on it and keeping his eye cleaned out. And that's pretty much the only thing I can do. His eye's never going to get totally better. It's just a scar. And his eyes is going to just constantly be fighting off whatever infection might be in that little pinpoint hole that was there. So, I mean, he can see out of it. It doesn't really seem to be bothering him. So, you know, other than just putting saline solution and making sure that his eye is as clean as possible, that's really the best I can do. There are some drops that the vet said that they can give me to shrink the scar down to help his body fight it off again. But I have to get some money saved up for that first, because I don't have the funds right now. I just spent astronomical amounts of work done on my car to pass inspection, and I mean, I've only had it for a year, so obviously I'm not too happy about that, because it just wiped my savings account dry. And I had a big chunk of money in there too. Oh, finally, they're finally coming around. Kitties! Crap. So yeah, he's doing fine. I just wish he would come over here so I can get some video of him. Oh, here he is. Here, hold on. Let's see if I can grab him. I should actually use the Wii remote because he loves that. Okay. Here we go. Let me see if I can get this cat to come over here. Here, Frit. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Okay, here we go. Arr, come here. Here he is. Say hi, Frit. Say hi. As you can see, the eyes are doing much better. This is the one that's got the scar on it. I can't really... Hey, let's try Night Shot. Ooh, hold still. Okay, Night Shot Plus. Here. I don't know if I can get the scar on his eye. Come with me. Oh, yep. You guys can see that little foggy spot right there. That's the scar. He's got this, here, let's see if I can get this. Hold still, you. See that little black spot right there on his nose? Right, come here, you. Right here. Oh, great, stop. Right here on his nose, this little black mark right here. Yeah, you got that, and then you got the scar on the eye. That's like pretty much, you know, right where, I can turn this off now. That's pretty much the circumference of a cat's jaw. So, you know, there's obviously been some kind of fight there going on. And like I said, I've got acne all over my chin from stress here. And that's pretty much it. He's doing fine. He's got a vet appointment on Monday, again for his second round of boosters and his pre-surgery appointment. Now I'm hoping that I can bring him to this Cat's Fancier Club that's out here in Mattydale, and get him looked at by some purebred enthusiasts, because now that I've seen SMP Films' Mean Kitty series, I really am starting to think that he might actually be an Egyptian Mount, which would really piss me off if I ended up rescuing a purebred cat, because there's absolutely there's absolutely no excuse for somebody to just go and dump off a purebred cat just because, oh, well, they're not a preferred color, we can't show them, or they're not a preferred color for breeding, so, you know, we'll screw this. You know, it's still a purebred cat, you know? They make good pets. I mean, I've heard nothing but wonderful things about Maus as pets. And what's wrong with... I don't get it. I just don't get people sometimes. So yeah. That's the update. He's doing fine. He's actually right here next to me. He just jumped right off. He's so ridiculous to get any video of right now. He's all playful and riled up. But yeah, I'm about ready to hit my limit of 11 minutes, so I'm gonna shut this down. And thanks for watching.